morning and welcome. It's another rainy day in Kaikoura. I think we lucked out with the weather yesterday on that kayak ride because it was just perfect and clear, and now it's absolutely hammering it down. But we decided today, before driving to Christchurch, which was our next stop, to come to a place called Ohawa Point, which our guide on the kayak trip recommended to us because it's one of the main breeding grounds for seals around here. And I'll pop up some photos that Lara's taking at the moment. If you can see her out there, she's braving the rain to get a couple of snaps. There's loads of them down there. They're just chilling out. And these are fur seals, which are apparently not true seals because they have front flippers and ears. I don't remember. Anyway, there's true seals and false seals, and they're false seals. They're imposters. And then after this, we'll drive down to Christchurch. So you won't be able to hear it on this video, but they're a lot more vocal than they were yesterday. You can hear them calling out, and then they're also a lot more mobile. See if Lara's caught it on her video.
Oh my goodness!
Current situation. So, room here in Christchurch is very nice. However, it is not very accessible, is it, Lara?
No, it's got a big step in the shower, and it's a very small bathroom.
Which, even with maneuvering,
Yeah.
I would struggle to get up.
And of course, they don't have accessible rooms in their superior room category because disabled people are not allowed luxury.
It's kind of disappointing because this is the second time this has happened now, and okay, maybe it's human error, but it's wasting our time, and it's not something someone without a disability would have had to deal with. You know, you turn up in a room that you've booked assured that it would be accessible, and you literally can't get into the shower. So, oh well. There we are. That's how you do an accessible bathroom. Well, one way to do it anyway that's better than one with a massive step. Nice bench that comes down, good shower, and a bench, a sink that's at the perfect height to slide your knees under. What a treat. Just seen a little detail that I wanted to highlight that I've not seen in many other places, which is as you come down these grab rails, there's a change in texture from smooth to slightly more grippy, which is quite a nice feature. And as far as accessible bathrooms go, it doesn't look particularly clinical or ugly. It actually looks quite nice. Little recess in the wall for your toiletries, and this comes down like that. Having a little mosey through Christchurch, we're in Hereford Street, on Hereford Street Bridge, and it's very pleasant. So we decided to come to the Botanical Gardens because it's free entry and they're beautiful and pretty much all wheelchair accessible, which is great. The track is gravelly, so front wheel or free wheel recommended. Like
Such fools!
Very tempting to take one of these apples, but I don't think it's allowed.
I don't think so.
That bird's doing it, so why can't I?
Where?
I've changed my mind about this gravel. Fed up with it. Definitely need a front wheel. Can't just wheelie all the way. It's nice though, still.
Okay.
From a sedentary, still position. Helpful having Lara to act as a scout. She's informed me that there are steps down there, but routes over there which should be negotiable. Everybody leads a Lara in their life. We have arrived at the Rose Garden, and it's pretty lovely. Lara's having a go on the swings because she is a definite adult, not after waiting for those much younger group of people to leave.
I have a mortgage.
Right, this can only go so well. Ooh. Oh, that's easy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoop, I'm going a bit floppy. So we found something very interesting looking. It says wheelchair use on it, and it looks like it's a swing for wheelchairs. And I'm fascinated, but at the same time terrified. So I'm not sure I'll give it a go. What do you think, Lara?
I think it's meant for children.
Well, that swing was meant for children and you went on it, so... This is a good tip for other wheelchair users out there. On a smooth surface, use your other half as a propulsion mechanism. Minimal effort, maximal result.
And an annoyed girlfriend.
Sometimes she doesn't even realise.
That's not true.
In the supermarket. You can also apply this method to other wheelchair users, in particular electric wheelchair users, who will be none the wiser as to your tagging along. Good morning. This is the leg from Christchurch to Lake Tekapo and beyond, Mount Cook. We don't have any firm plans for this afternoon because it was weather dependent, but it looks like it's a nice day. So we'll probably have a nice walk beside Lake Tekapo, and then tomorrow is the ascent of Mount Cook, which should be epic.
Hello.
Epic. Here we are at Lake Tekapo, and it is absolutely beautiful. Again, very reminiscent of the Scottish Highlands and some of the lochs there, but on a slightly grander scale. Unfortunately, some of the cloud cover doesn't permit you to see the peaks of the mountains, but it is still an absolutely fantastic view. Whilst it is tempting to get very close to the water, I would warn you, if you're coming down here in a manual chair, you need some beefy tyres, because this is not easy to get across. Like, I've got down here with the front wheel, but I'm not getting back up without a push. And high risk of punctures, but on this occasion, definitely worth it. Some very kind Germans just took our photos. I assume they're German. It sounded pretty German. Thoughts, Lara?
Beautiful.
So this is what I mean. I'm getting a bit of human assistance here from Lara, because ain't no way I'm getting back up these stones on my own.
Yeah, it's full of gravel, isn't it?
I think, again, if you had chunky tyres, maybe you could do it.
Yeah,
Plus-
maybe with a thick tire.
Plus minus a power add-on.
Fine.
Yeah, the thinner gravel is manageable. Thank you. Nice and smooth. So just showcasing, we have got accessible loos there alongside the standard ones. Lara's popped in for a swim. I have chosen to stay here because I've not changed into my trunks and I've still got a slightly vulnerable pressure bit on my bum, so I don't want to risk it with all the gravel and stone. But in theory I could get in. Looks like it's quite cold though. So Lara, how was it?
Hot. No, it wasn't hot. It was cold. But it was great. I would 100% do it again.
Looks absolutely fantastic.
It was spectacular and the water is so clear. Oh, I just wanted to live in there a little bit.
Again, on another day I'd get down to the waterside and throw myself in, but that pressure area is just a little bit not quite closed yet.
Yeah.
So I'd be tempting fate, but another reason to come back. Okay, we've arrived at our abode, which I will have to say is not super accessible. There's quite a big step there, and then there's another lip on top of that, which I will struggle to get up because let's have a go. It might be a case of just going 1, 2, and then right, 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
Hang on, I reckon I could with a bit of.
Danny, don't try too hard.
Yeah.
Alright, he made it.
Lost my feet though.
Oh well.
And here we are inside. It's kind of like a 1-bedroom flat, which is quite nice. If I can get through here, the carpet's a bit. Here's the room, the bathroom rather. I presume there's an accessible shower behind that curtain. I hope there is. And then there's the bedroom. So we've come back to Lake Tekapo for one more visit, and it's got to be one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been. Apparently the kind of turquoise blue intense colour of the water is from very fine rock particles from the glaciers which are in the background, and that's called glacial flower. And on a day like this you can see just how blue it is. Whether it comes up as well in real life, I'm not sure. In the distance there, shrouded in cloud, is Mount Cook, an elevation somewhere around 3,700 metres, which is the tallest peak in New Zealand, and we'll be on top of that tomorrow. Oh, and also it's glacial water, so it's fucking freezing. Right, so good evening. We've just gone to the shop to buy some ingredients because we're dining in tonight. Making some very elaborate pasta and pesto. Lara, being Italian, insisted on buying salt, which I think was a step too far.
You cannot cook pasta in unsalted water. That is a sin.
I mean, you can. But
and I will not have. And the salt was 50p.
It was
60p more like.
You know, we've got a mortgage, so you just need to think about these things. Anyway.
So we spent how much on a glacier trip?
We've had a lovely day.
Yeah.
In a shocking turn of events, the store-bought parmesan is not up to Lara's taste.
I don't know how people live eating this stuff.
I'd just like to get this on video that Lara's suggesting that you peel a peach before eating it.
The fuzzy ones,
You
duh.
maniac. Absolute maniac.